Today we are here to introduce our new software tool, ProVis. My name is Ben Burns. I've been with Makino for 12 years. I spent the first 10 years as a field service engineer, and for the last 2 years I've been a technical support specialist, primarily in the 1 Series machine product. ProVis is a new free tool for your Pro5 control. It allows the TSS to remotely view your Pro5 control in real time, just like they're standing in front of the control. It provides a secure remote interface to your control through the internet using internet meeting software TeamViewer. It uses a PC that will connect to your Pro5 machine via an Ethernet connection. The PC will then run Makino VNC software, which allows it to interface with the machine control. TeamViewer then allows the technical support specialist computer to connect remotely to your PC and from there to the machine control. Benefits of ProVis are: machines get back into operation more quickly because it allows the TSS to assess the machine's condition quickly. It reduces troubleshooting time. The TSS can see all the information without having to ask one item at a time, and it's more intuitive for the technical support specialist to see the control. It reduces the need for on-site service visits. The TSS is better able to diagnose and recover the machine. The TSS will have more accurate information and a more complete picture of the condition of your machine when he is able to see the control. The TSS can assist the operator or maintenance personnel with machine recovery in a more efficient way because, again, the TSS is able to see all of the control. And when doing things like recovering a tool changer or a pallet changer, and we instruct the operator or maintenance personnel to make a move in maintenance mode, the TSS can see the results immediately on the screen and know if the expected results were achieved or whether there was an additional problem. It assists maintenance personnel with problem diagnostics because the TSS can navigate them through areas of the control that are not normally gone in, like PMC2 ladder or I/O diagnostics. And it allows TSS to alter parameters remotely. This includes parameters that are protected with our proprietary passwords. It can let us change things like ATC setup and timing, and even install some options remotely using the ProVis tool. ProVis requirements are: you need a Makino machine with the Pro5 control. This can be any vintage Pro5 control. You'll need a PC running Windows with internet access. No Macs, iPads, or other tablet devices will work with ProVis. You'll need Ethernet connection between the PC and the machine. This can either be an existing hardwired connection that you may already use to upload and download programs to the machine, or this can be as simple as a crossover cable temporarily ran between the machine and a laptop. You'll need the ProVis software download. This software can be downloaded from Makino's website at makino.com/ProVis. This includes detailed installation guide, all the required software, and a free TeamViewer software. TeamViewer is a license-based application, but no license is required when using it with Makino because Makino holds the license. To install ProVis, once you have your software downloaded and all hardware connections are made, unzip the software file. Then open the installation instructions for a step-by-step guide with images to install the software. You'll have to load the VNC software onto the machine, which consists of copying and pasting the file onto the machine's control and then creating a floating button so that you can activate the VNC connection. We'll then have to set up the IP settings. Now, if you're utilizing an existing network connection, like one you use to upload and download programs to the machine, you can skip this setup. The IP settings are already made. If you are creating a new network connection to the machine using your company's network, refer to your IT personnel for proper IP setup. If you are using a crossover cable to connect between the machine and a laptop directly, you just need to change the IP settings on the laptop to coincide with the IP settings on the machine control. Next, you will load ProVis VNC software onto your PC. This consists of copying and pasting a folder from the zip file onto your PC and then creating a shortcut onto the desktop so that the software can easily be located and ran. Then lastly, run TeamViewer setup file to install TeamViewer on the PC. Setup can be done in as little as 20 minutes given proper IP settings. To connect to a TSS using the ProVis software, first call Makino at 888-MAKINO-4. Then go to your PC and launch the TeamViewer application. You will have to give the TSS your ID and password, which are displayed on your TeamViewer window. Then go to the machine and press the floating button and then the V button to activate the VNC connection. The TSS will then remotely connect to the PC and then to the machine. At that point, the TSS will have full view of the control. Connection with the TSS to the machine typically takes less than 2 minutes. Here's an example of what the connection looks like. On the left, it shows a screenshot of the machine control, and on the right, it shows what the TSS's PC will look like. The screen on the PC will always be the same view of the screen on the control. It also has a virtual FANUC keyboard so that it allows data input onto the control. What you can do with the software is you can see all the alarm info. You can see all active alarms and the alarm history. You can see the machine's condition. You can see maintenance screens. You can see inputs and outputs, and anything else viewable on the actual control is viewable using ProVis. You can use it to alter ATC timing parameters and turn on some options. And these are things that previously would have taken a service engineer visit to do. What we cannot do with ProVis, though, is induce any movement on the machine. We have no cycle start button. We have no access to jog, rapid, or handle controls on the software. And because things like maintenance operations have on-screen buttons that induce movement, all screen buttons are locked out from remote input, so that there is no way that we can remotely induce any movement on the machine. This, though, requires someone to be at the machine to press the on-screen buttons for us, to navigate around the control, and to make any required movements to recover the machine. Also, the customer controls all the access. We cannot access your machine without your TeamViewer password, and the password can be changed at any time to a new random password. The next screen here just demonstrates the machine condition screen and the connection with that. Here we'd be able to see things like emergency stops, interlocks, reasons for feed hold, and tool changer and pallet changer standby conditions. Lastly, here's the parameter screen. Here we can input passwords, including proprietary passwords, and we can change parameters remotely. Next, I'd like to share some examples with you of a couple of instances where I've already been able to reduce customers' downtime using ProVis. First example was a customer in a very remote location. They had just expanded on their existing MMC and added machines to the cell. The older machine would not recognize a new pallet, and this was due to a parameter setting that needed to be changed. This parameter required our proprietary password to be able to change it. Due to the customer's location, it would have required at least 1 day of travel for a service engineer to get there, and it would have been 1 day of downtime for the customer. I was able to guide the customer to set up the ProVis software and was able to connect to the machine remotely. I was able to go and change the parameter for him, and we were able to get the machine running quickly rather than waiting at least 1 day for a service engineer and a day of lost production. Second example is customer had an alarm related to the ATC timing, and we determined that we needed to adjust the clamp timing on the tool changer. To adjust this properly, it requires view of the ATC timing charts and access to timing parameters. So I was able to establish a connection with the machine, and I was able to instruct the operator to do tool changes, and I could view the timing charts in real time. At that point, I was able to determine what adjustments needed to be made and change the parameters to make the appropriate adjustments. Then we could immediately run more tool changes, and I could view the timing charts to see if any further changes needed to be made, and could continue dialing in the tool changer until the timing was just right. Previously, this would have taken a field service engineer visit, and there would have been further delay in start of production on this machine. I'd like to thank you for watching today's webinar. We will now have a question and answer session. Please type your questions in the box on the screen, and we will answer them shortly. If you are reviewing this in our archive, please submit questions and we will answer them via email. Thank you.